Welcome to GTC. AI is the most important technology force of our time. We have now entered the next wave of transformer AI, now more commonly referred to as large language models. And digital twins have quickly evolved beyond an art and into the possible. This week at GTC, you will see healthcare is keeping pace, using these technologies to deliver new breakthroughs in healthcare and drug discovery. This GTC, we are hosting so many outstanding speakers. Dr. Aaron Cohen, a world-renowned neurosurgeon, recently awarded the Willem Magnus Award, known as the Nobel Prize for Neurosurgery, has a talk on the new frontiers in brain surgery. Johnson & Johnson Chief Technology Officer Rowena Yao and Janssen's Vice President and Head of Technology Hal Stern talk about large-scale hybrid cloud computing to drive patient outcomes. Johnson & Johnson's Peter Clark, Head of Computational Sciences and Engineering, talks on quantum computing simulation in pharmaceutical research. Medtronic's George Murgatroyd, Vice President and General Manager of Digital Surgery and Surgical Robotics, and I talk about the present and future applications of AI in the operating room. Talmo Pereira from Salk Institute has a fascinating talk on computer vision techniques that capture biological movement of animals to help humanity. And don't miss the Nvidia Clara product team sessions that take you on a deeper dive of all the new features and platforms I'm going to talk to you about today. I'm honored to host you all. Let's get into it. We started building Nvidia Clara over 5 years ago to harvest the incredible advancements in accelerated computing, computer graphics, and artificial intelligence, and apply it to the domain of healthcare and drug discovery. Healthcare is the world's largest data industry and will continue to grow faster than every other industry in the world. At the heart of this data growth is new sensors and medical instruments that, when combined with artificial intelligence, create surgical assistants, drug designers, and early detection systems. We can build domain-specific tools, libraries, and platforms to accelerate the industry's ability to deliver advancements in healthcare and drug discovery. Let's start with AI in healthcare. Medical imaging makes up 90% of healthcare data. Imaging is used from beginning to the end of the patient journey, and the field is very specialized. More than 10 radiology modalities, X-ray, CT, MR, ultrasound, that scan 10 organ systems with more than 10 organs in each that might have more than 10 different types of diseases. We're talking tens of thousands of applications that could assist in the understanding of what medical imaging is capturing. This is why we joined forces with King's College London to establish MONAI, a domain-specific AI framework for medical imaging. MONAI is purpose-built for radiology, pathology, and surgical data, and tackles the entire AI lifecycle, from pre-trained models, AI-assisted labeling tools, state-of-the-art training techniques like federated learning and self-supervised learning, and then standardize these applications as AI applications into easily deployed healthcare IT infrastructure. MONAI is a community-led open-source framework with over 600,000 downloads, and half of those downloads happening in just the last 6 months, showing incredible momentum. Over 450 GitHub projects are building on MONAI, and MONAI has helped researchers publish over 150 papers. Medical research centers, medical device makers, and cloud services are adopting MONAI. The growing MONAI ecosystem and momentum is a proof point that domain-specific tools enable a vast and diverse developer community, from data scientists to doctors. We are excited to celebrate the release of MONAI 1.0, packed with amazing new features. A brand new model zoo with over 15 pre-trained models in a standard package to work across all the MONAI modules. Active learning and intelligent AI labeling tool. Auto 3D, an intelligent model selection and training framework. And MONAI federated learning that integrates NVIDIA Flare for collaborative, privacy-preserving model development. And native support for streaming modalities like endoscopy, ultrasound, and surgical video. One of the most powerful tools MONAI has is MONAI Label, an AI-assisted labeling tool that has a new feature called Active Learning. Active learning serves to build better datasets in a fraction of the time it would take humans. MONAI Label Active Learning automatically reviews and labels large data sets. It flags image data that requires human input, and then with a single click, uses the human-labeled data to retrain the model. This loop reduces the labeling requirements by up to 75%. A win saving the radiologist time, and a win for the data scientist's improved model performance. To make it easy for you to use MONAI Active Learning, it's been integrated into 6 of the industry's most popular viewers that support multimodalities: 3D Slicer, OHIF pair for radiology, QPath and DSA for pathology, and CVAT for video. MONAI is an incredibly unique domain-specific platform that brings data scientists and doctors together to build important AI applications across healthcare. Here are a few inspiring stories.
In surgery in general, and neurosurgery specifically, you can fix what you can see. Therefore, visualization is critical in our work.
If you're able to interact and visualize that patient's images, you're better able to plan the correct intervention and make sure that you apply the right intervention the first time.
It's a way to see MONAI as a toolkit which is dedicated to AI in imaging.
So MONAI is a community-driven effort to bring data science into the clinic. And that's everything from the development of data-driven products and the curation of data to then how we get those insights in front of clinicians looking after patients.
Since adopting the MONAI infrastructure, it's freed us to focus on application to specific clinical problems and catalyzed that application in multiple directions.
What we can do through MONAI is that be able to segment the tumor, segment all the critical structures around it, and in surgery provide real feedback data to navigate the surgeon around the tumor to make sure most of the tumor is removed. Therefore, we're providing the patient with the most benefit.
What MONAI then brings is the final layer on top, which is a way to scalably apply artificial intelligence across that entire medical record, across every patient pathway. The potential scale of that is massive. I can see MONAI in every clinic, in every hospital across the world.
To experience MONAI for yourself, it's available now on Nvidia Launchpad. A MONAI label lab lets you see how quick and easy it is to create annotated datasets and build an AI annotation model for labeling. Nvidia Launchpad is NVIDIA-hosted infrastructure with a catalog of hands-on labs. Go try it out. Medical imaging is the essential tool of healthcare. Dr. Cohen said it beautifully. You can fix what you can see. Medical imaging gives us the ability to see inside the body. 2D for screening and early detection, but the human body's volumetric and it is constantly in motion. So 3D imaging provides spatial understanding, quantitative measurement, and segmentation, while 4D introduces temporal information that elucidates anatomy function, essential to diagnosis and planning treatments. Using imaging combined with real-time deep learning and computer vision, we enter into the 5th dimension. To perceive surroundings and navigate inside the human body, to plan actions and track objects, to understand the dynamics and perform surgical tasks. This is imaging's next frontier and has contributed to innovations in minimally invasive and robotic-assisted surgery. Each evolution of imaging applications was enabled by combining breakthroughs in sensor technology and powerful sensor processing technology. We have been working with the medical sensor ecosystem for over 15 years. And now, to enable this new world of real-time AI sensing, we are announcing the Nvidia IGX Edge AI platform, an all-in-one platform that combines Nvidia Orin Robotics processor, Ampere Tensor Core GPU, ConnectX-7 streaming I/O processor, and a functional safety island and safety microcontroller unit. Nvidia IGX is the ideal computing platform for imaging robotics pipeline. Streaming sensor processing, reconstruction, detection and segmentation, and real-time visualization. Now, all future medical devices can take advantage of the breakthroughs that enabled self-driving cars to be powered by AI and become software-defined. The IGX system is a micro ATX form factor, perfect for embedded medical devices and streaming edge AI servers. A rich ecosystem of medical embedded ODMs and OEMs are designing IGX medical-grade systems. The IGX platform comes with commercial-grade operating systems, built-in security and management, safety extension package with long-term support. Running on IGX is Nvidia Clara Holoscan, delivering a real-time AI computing platform for medical devices. Clara Holoscan is an application framework that runs the robotics pipeline, streaming data processing, image processing, AI inferencing, and visualization at super low latency, from 10 milliseconds from sensor to screen. Holoscan on IGX is production ready, with medical-grade 62304 documentation covering the entire stack of commercial OS, drivers, NVIDIA AI, and reference pipelines. The Clara Holoscan platform gives the medical device industry a unified and common platform for real-time edge processing, saving huge amounts of hardware and platform and software engineering, making more resources available to develop life-saving healthcare applications. We give developers a huge head start by partnering with the sensor connectivity ecosystem, so Holoscan can easily be connected to all types of light, video, and ultrasound. In the latest Holoscan SDK release, there is a super low latency video pipeline that takes 4K 240Hz camera input and performs AI inference and visualization with the results in less than 10 milliseconds. And scale is built in. Holoscan on IGX easily supports over 15 simultaneous AI video streams and can deliver over 30 simultaneous AI inferences, all under the industry standard of 50 milliseconds or less, achieving real-time human perception. Over 70 leading medical device companies and startups and medical centers are developing on Clara Holoscan. Holoscan is being adopted by the leaders in the industry for applications like Siemens Healthineers' nuclear imaging system that auto-adapts the CT acquisition with smart zooming, reducing the radiation dose and improving image quality. Intuitive's Ion is a robotic-assisted lung biopsy platform that uses fiber optic real-time shape sensors, measuring hundreds of times per second, providing precise location, shape, and orientation information to reach otherwise impossible locations in the lung. And Olympus, the world's largest manufacturer of endoscopes, commanding over 70% of the global market, is using Clara Holoscan to develop their next-generation AI endoscopy platform. Today, we are delighted to announce next-generation surgery systems have chosen Clara Holoscan on IGX. Active Surgical's Active Edge platform is powered by Clara Holoscan on IGX to process their unique hyperspectral sensor information and deliver real-time perfusion imaging for blood flow and physical structure visualization to surgeons during the surgery. Moon Surgical is adopting Clara to deliver its next-generation robotic-assisted Maestro system, a single-platform surgical robot that provides surgeons with enhanced sensory, assisted scope control, and operating room perception. Proximy is an operating room telepresence, and they've adopted Clara Holoscan to deliver real-time, remote surgeon collaboration that is both secure and safe to use in a clinical environment. Robotic systems require not only a computing platform to run the robotics pipeline in the physical world, that is Clara Holoscan and IGX, but also a computing platform to deliver the robotics application in the digital world, Omniverse on OVX. We are working with Dr. Cohen and the Atlas team to realize the incredible potential of digital twins for surgery. In this demo I'm about to show you, we focus on the power of digital twins as a tool for medical device makers to validate their AI applications with Clara Holoscan and IGX hardware in the loop.
Digital twins created in Nvidia Omniverse can model physically accurate hospital environments, operating rooms, medical instruments, and even a patient's individual anatomy. Medical device developers can use these digital twins to create AI-enabled solutions. One use case is neurosurgery. During a procedure, a surgeon needs to manually reposition a robotic microscope to maintain focus on the region of interest and align it with their instruments. This prolongs the surgery and increases a patient's time under anesthesia. Let's see how this can be improved with an AI-based solution using a digital twin. We start with an Nvidia IGX computer running the Clara Holoscan SDK, which includes a pre-trained tool segmentation model. Real-time inferencing performance is validated with virtual scenes from Omniverse. In deployment, the IGX platform has been optimized for AI processing and visualization of high-bandwidth data streams. For example, 4K 60 FPS video is processed in less than 15 milliseconds. Without AI tracking, the microscope will not maintain alignment with the surgeon's tools. With tracking, the IGX platform automatically tracks the position of the surgical instruments and controls the real-time movements of the microscope. This can reduce the patient's time in the OR and improve surgical efficiency. The IGX platform is optimized for AI processing and visualization, even on high-bandwidth data streams. With IGX and Clara Holoscan, you can build, test, and deploy, all on a single platform.
AI development is a continuous cycle of generate, build, deploy, and simulate, in what we call the AI factory, where AI development and application testing can first be done virtually before deployed in the real world. Digital twins will be an essential pillar of the medical device company's future AI factories. Now let's jump into the world of AI drug discovery. Genomics has ignited the digital biology revolution, with the cost of sequencing outpacing Moore's law. The reduction of sequencing costs has kicked off genomics programs across the world, from sequencing newborns to population programs like the United States All of Us program, including 1 million Americans. But sequencing is just the first step. Sequence analysis requires computers, data science, and AI to read and understand the genome. With the end of Moore's law, new computing approaches need to be developed to lower the cost of analysis and unlock the full potential of the genome. Sequence analysis is complicated and computationally intensive. Nvidia Clara parabricks is a suite of software tools and composable pipelines delivering GPU acceleration and deep learning at every step. Deep learning is now becoming the standard for base calling due to the speed and accuracy improvements. Neural networks interpret image and signal data generated from the instruments and infer the 3 billion nucleotide sequences of the human genome. In our latest generation Hopper architecture, we're able to optimize the inference by 5 times from current Ampere architectures. The next computationally challenging step is alignment, to find the best match among a pair of sequence reads, a step that is repeated hundreds of millions of times. On Hopper, we have a dynamic programming API that dramatically accelerates alignment algorithms, such as Smith-Waterman. Here again, we provide a 7x speedup over Ampere. A critical stage of sequence analysis is identifying single nucleotide differences, small insertions, deletions, or complex rearrangements that differ in a patient sample versus a reference genome. New variant callers use deep learning to increase both speed and accuracy and help doctors determine what genetic disease a critically ill patient might have, or they can look across the entire population to discover new drug targets. Nvidia Clara parabricks offers the highest cost performance on variant calling pipelines, reducing CPU turnaround times from days to hours and reducing the cost of the analysis by over half. Clara Parabricks is helping to enable the next wave of genomics, powering both short and long read sequencing platforms with accelerated and AI-based calling and variant calling. Oxford Nanopore Technologies is the world leader in long read sequencing, uniquely enabling real-time sequencing. Just last week, Seattle Children's Hospital used PromethION to rule out a genetic disorder in the first 3 hours of a newborn's life. Ultima Genomics is targeting whole genome sequences at as little as $100. Singular Genomics is the fastest benchtop sequencer, and MGI G400 has very high accuracy with adaptive sequencing. And to make Clara Parabricks easy to access, it's also available in public cloud services around the world, from Alibaba, AWS, Baidu, Google, and Oracle, to genomics cloud platform providers like Agilent, DNA Nexus, UK Biobank, G42, and LifeBit. And today we are announcing that we are partnering with the Broad Institute to make NVIDIA Clara available in the Terra Cloud platform. The Broad Institute is one of the top medical research institutes in the world and the largest producer of human genomic information. NVIDIA Clara Parabricks now gives Terra's over 25,000 researchers accelerated whole genome sequencing in 24 hours down to an hour, cutting their compute costs in half. The Broad Institute's Genome Analysis Toolkit, GATK, used by over 100,000 researchers, has also got a new deep learning AI model to improve accuracy, coming in the October release. Partnering with the Broad, we are co-developing AI models to give researchers new AI tools that understand the language of biology and to aid in the discovery of new medicines. Let's hear a bit more from Anthony and Claire at the Broad.
We live in a moment in time when the most important problems in biology and medicine require a convergence between life scientists and data scientists. The Broad-NVIDIA collaboration is an exemplar of how this can work.
With NVIDIA, we'll be exploring applications with large language models. And one of the really important applications there is extracting information from clinical records.
Large language models allow us to analyze these notes and understand the trajectory of disease with unprecedented resolution. Similarly, in biology, there's another set of languages that we care about deeply, the language of DNA, RNA, and protein. Just as we train large language models to analyze human text, we can train these same models to analyze the language of life.
Terra is a platform for storing, managing, sharing, and analyzing biomedical data. Our roots are really with genomics data, but over time we've added a lot of different data types to the platform. And by bringing together different kinds of data, we can enable much more interesting scientific outcomes. This partnership with NVIDIA will create greater access to those types of multimodal data analysis and bring that to a wider group of people who wouldn't necessarily have access to those sophisticated techniques previously.
And something as complex as the human body cannot be assayed with a single modality. We don't just use chest X-rays or EKGs or DNA sequencing. We need to have a variety of different tools to interrogate physiology and health and disease. One of the great opportunities of modern machine learning is to develop multimodal representations of the human body. The partnership between Broad and NVIDIA represents an exciting step forward, where our two organizations will partner together deeply to integrate diverse genomic and clinical data sets into representations of how disease occurs and how we can better treat it.
Large language models are helping us understand the language of biology. AlphaFold demonstrated the ability to predict 3D structure of proteins with experimental accuracy, replacing expensive and complicated experimentation. ESM1 and ProTrans models demonstrated that LLMs trained on unsupervised learning objectives can learn protein structure from sequence alone. A stream of papers and models show we are just scratching the surface on the size and predictive power of protein language models, and research is demonstrating that bigger is better. NVIDIA developed a supercharged framework called NeMo Megatron that uses model and data parallelism to scale LLMs to hundreds of billions and trillion parameter sizes with the new Hopper architecture. We can now reduce training time from months to days. With biomolecular data sets exploding from sequencing and lab automation, many petabytes of unlabeled data sets are being generated. Luckily, digital biology data comes with its own language, amenable to unsupervised learning approaches and large language models. For DNA, it's nucleic acid sequence. For proteins, amino acid sequence. And for chemicals, it's SMILE strings. Today, we are announcing a domain-specific framework, BioNeMo, for researchers and developers to develop new pre-trained large language models at any scale and with any type of biological sequence. We're including pre-trained models ESM1, ProT5, and MegaMolBART. BioNeMo is a domain-specific supercomputing scale framework for biology. Leading pharma, protein engineering, and research labs are early adopters of Nvidia BioNeMo. Sign up for early access in October. The chemical space has 10 to the 60 possible drug-like molecules, and the protein space is even larger at 10 to the 130. Drug discovery researchers are searching chemical space for molecules with specific properties. Synthetic biologists are looking for proteins with specific functionality. Developers of biologics are looking for antibodies with specific binding characteristics. Today's numerical methods limit the number of interactions we can compute. In the future, these LLMs can be run in an end-to-end AI drug discovery pipeline. Generative models like MolFlow and MegaMolBART generate thousands of optimized molecules in a second and infer thousands of representations of molecules in seconds. Then, using the likes of OpenFold and AlphaFold, predict the 3D structure, creating the two necessary ingredients to provide an AI model like Equibind that predicts how drugs interact with proteins. With a nearly infinite drug discovery space, given the possible combination of proteins and chemicals, and the fact that we only approve about 50 drugs each year at a cost averaging $1 billion, large language models give us a new tool to explore the infinite world of biomolecules and chemistry. But LLMs take weeks to months to train, and setting up environments is really hard. So today we are announcing BioNeMo LLM Service, providing researchers access to pre-trained chemistry and biology language models. First up will be ESM1 to infer representations of amino acid sequence, and OpenFold to predict protein structure from sequence. MegaMolBART and ProT5 coming shortly thereafter. The output of BioNeMo can be used for downstream tasks, such as generating new proteins and chemicals, or predicting structure, function, or reaction properties. Early access for BioNeMo service is in October. Increasingly, the world of AI applications will be a hybrid of large-scale AI frameworks and optimized inference services. Similarly, AI workloads need a hybrid infrastructure to optimize for scale and cost. Johnson & Johnson is the largest healthcare company in the world, spanning pharmaceuticals to medical devices. Thousands of data scientists and researchers spread across 35 countries need access to the world's most advanced computing platforms to drive discovery and innovation. Johnson & Johnson and Nvidia have a strategic collaboration building a hybrid multi-cloud that offers GPUs as a service, so that data scientists can focus on developing and training AI models, not where they should be run. Johnson & Johnson's hybrid cloud is built on Nvidia AI, serving the most advanced AI workloads seamlessly from on-prem GPUs to GPUs across multiple public clouds. AI is the most important technology breakthrough of our time. The time to make decisions in healthcare delivery can be shortened if we apply AI to help us see what we capture in medical imaging. MONAI 1.0 is an important milestone for the industry. Nvidia Clara Holoscan, running on IGX, gives the industry a real-time edge AI platform to become software-defined. Next-generation surgery platforms, Active Surgical, Moon Surgical, and Proximy, have chosen Holoscan on IGX to deliver AI to the operating room, where every second counts. We have over 10,000 diseases with only 500 cures. Genomics has ignited the digital biology revolution. Nvidia Clara Parabricks is kicking off the next wave of genomics with new instruments and cloud analysis platforms. Large language models are the next wave of AI. Nvidia BioNeMo framework and the service will accelerate the development of AI that understands chemistry and biology. We are excited to be partnering with the Broad Institute to make Clara available to the 25,000 users of the TerraCloud platform and work alongside the world-renowned researchers to develop artificial intelligence that understands the language of DNA. Thank you and have a great GTC.